Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token channel. Here we are, hex.com. Let's get straight into it and let's go. All right, so day 737. We just had the 24-hour time stamps and it was the 8th of December 2021. Man, getting oh so close to Christmas, and hope you guys are getting yourself ready for that. Should be a lot of fun. And the price at the moment, 13.25 was the snapshot, down 2.1%. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. We've had decreases. They have been getting smaller, which is a good thing. Obviously, market trying to find that exact bottom. People are going to try and pick that up. Now, we did talk about my the price prediction video. Obviously, with 10 cents probably possibly being a bottom, but hey, the market may not even get there, so we'll be watching that very carefully. We will be indeed. So if you checked out the PulseChain testnet, it looks like it's going to be tomorrow, and the Pulse swap, of course, is going to be before the end of the year. So check out that video if you haven't already, and with Richard Hart's tweets. So that should give us a nice wall for this price to start to, as we get closer towards that time, maybe the 27th of the month. Will give some more pressure for the sacrifice. At least we should start putting some pressure on the price. Wales may move the price earlier than that, of course. Something to take into account. They probably want to front run the price, to be honest, if they want to get the most value. All right, so price, the ROI, let's check that out at the moment. So return on investment multiplier from all-time low, which is the 5th of January 2020, is 2,348 at the moment. The Hex payout, 5.888. Hey, that 888 is very good luck in Chinese culture. So that's a good sign, folks. A good sign. So we'll take that. So and that's an incredible payout too. So loving these payouts up. Just got higher and higher and higher. So it's good. Tshare price at $2,609. So definitely cheaper to pick up Tshares. Obviously, that's the main game in Hex. The more Tshares you have, the more of that sweet Hex per Tshare that you're getting paid. So the cheaper it is, the more you get. And of course, you can always stake longer, 20% more shares as well for the first 10 years. So pretty cool. All right, share rate 19,678. A big move today, 27.4. So that's a nice increase up to 2 dot days, and it's heading towards 20,000. So we only got 322 away from that 20,000 mark. All right, so cool. Average state length 5.88 years, so that's even longer. The longer is good. Annual percentage yield rate, interest and early end stake penalties, 37.82%, better than yesterday. So looking really good. In fact, that is the best all last 10 days. So very good result there. Isn't it great to be a staker? Isn't that great? Liquidity in the pool is 164.8 million, obviously, and that's actually down from yesterday. So that's a nice little move. And liquidity in the pool, 25.2 million USDC, and liquidity in ETH 878. So a little bit of movement as well as price and liquidity providers there. All right, total locked value USDC 819 billion, market cap 76.24. So obviously that's well down from 100 we only had about 7 days ago. So amazing. We're down at 76.24. That includes the Origin wallet. Remember that valuation? Very cool. So total Tshare market cap 28.33 billion, and we've got 10,858,040 Tshares in the play. This is the main event. So whatever Tshares you have is compared to the total amount, which is right here, and that was down 6,481 yesterday. So stakes coming out. Nice. All right, total share Hex supply 636.844, up 39 million Hex that was minted, so actually comes back into supply, and the circulating supply is 575 a billion and 92 million is the circulating supply, and this is what Richard likes. Richard likes this circulating supply to be small, and this is what he targets. So even if you see big numbers with the billions, Richard is targeting small circulating supply that gets the price moving up. As obviously you have that by having demand greater than supply. So that's what's the wonderful thing about the pulse swap sacrifice. Not only do you get individual benefit from it coming up with the big X returns, but well, at least the potential big Hex returns. You also, if you're using Hex, you actually get that off the market, just like in PulseChain, and of course that there gets a lot of this Hex that's been coming onto the market since, particularly since November, December, off the market, and people sacrifice that. That's less Hex that will be sold into market. So a real big pumpamental there as well. Couldn't be timed better because as we know that the stakes are coming out at this stage. So cool. Circulating change in circulating supply 96 million. So decent day up, and of course the last 5 days have added to circulating supply. So you can see even 10 days ago we we're at the 574 so it's about 700 million there that's been added. So we expect a lot of that now. Let's have a look over to the stake supply, 61.75, and that's down 57, obviously down 4 days. So we're expecting a lot of those stakes to come out. They have been coming out. Now let's move over to, let's jump past the GA numbers and the Genesis stuff. So we'll move to staked percentage, and well, we've got stake supply for GA, so it's down, So we're going to move to staked in the percentage of coins, 9.7%, and so that means if you're staked, you are looking very nice. Payout to stakers, 63.9 million. That's a good day, the best day in the last 10 days. So very good day for our stakers. Penalties, 1 million. Woo-hoo-hoo! Another great day for our stakers too. 1 million penalty, nice. Total holders, 389,929, so close to 390, up 302, very good. Stakers up 48 to 71.97. That's current stakers. Total stakers 93 up to 90, and current holders 271,583, up 86. So those are the results for today, for day 737. So very cool. Let's get into the real numbers now. And of course, here we are on liquidity pool, looking good, 82, 83. So actually, Ether's gone up versus the USDC over the last couple of days, so interesting. And in terms of the Tshare, we've got the current price here of Hex at 12.8 cents at the moment, so just down slightly from our snapshot price just a little wee while ago. Tshare, $2,500, man, pretty good. Now remember, Tshare is the yellow chart here, and it's made up of the Hex price, which obviously just testing, trying to find that bottom, and of course the share rate, which just goes up and to the right, and we're heading forward to 20,000. So that's what the yellow one's made up of, and of course it's a good time to pick up T-shares. That's pretty much it, and of course a good time to pick up Hex if you're going to sacrifice for Pulse Swap as well, and it's a win-win, right? It's always a win-win that way, as opposed to other tokens. The Hex payout for T-shares has been very cool, and we've been enjoying that for sure. Expiring stakes, let's have a look at max adoption. Max adoption's still going, and I'm sure that will boom when PulseChain comes further along the line now. I think the use case for PulseChain gets bigger and bigger every day, actually, and the delay has actually probably played out reasonably okay. All right, let's have a look here. So we've got all our stakes coming up the front of the 15-year maturing stake view, but we're going to jump over to view the 4 months. I thought I had actually set this up for our viewing, so just bear with me, folks, as I have a quick race to add in the right details here. We're going to scroll to the bottom, and we're going to go to the 15-year view chart. This is just a different way of looking at it, and we're going to customize the time frame. And we're going to go now, and oh, I'm supposed to update that. So months, and let's take that down to 4 months. And that seems good to me. And update the chart. There we are, 15 months, 15 years to 4 months. This is what our viewers are ahead. We are getting through these big candles, folks. It's so exciting. 17th of December, and then of course the 1st of January. And we're going to have the sacrifice period for Pulse Swap in here. The timing couldn't be more perfect, just like the timing of PulseChain sacrifice was perfect too. And man, oh man, that's going to really help take out that Hex out of the market. And then we've got all these big institutional buying type things, vehicles like Hexscale, Kiyosaki, and the Billionaire Friends, and lots of other, Overwatch and all these other players in the market. Really does look super duper good for 2022. Wow. So pretty exciting stuff. Let's move on to the Hex Whale bot, see what's been going on the last 21 hours. We had 11 million Hex finish after 47 days. So that's what's in some of these, front end candles here and here. And then what else we have? 2.2 million Hex just bought on Uniswap 21 hours ago. Good one. We like the buys, and 200,000 hex in stake early, 266 20 days, 100 days. So they in stake early there. That would have got quite a bit of penalty in there. Probably played into our penalties that we've had. It's only 200,000, but still, it's there. 1.6 million USDC stake for 2,134 days. Got 1,256 T-shares. That is a smart move. So well done there. And also we had 1,500 bought 10 hours ago, and that was nice too. So some actually nice buying in there 10 hours ago. So in staking as well. 186,000 hex in staked, so that was pretty cool. 3 days, 2 million sold. So these are the people selling. Boo! But we had a lot of buys, so that was cool. 2 million sold. That was 6 hours ago. What else? We got 1 million hex just in staked after. Actually early, so about halfway, 742 days, 325. So they decided to exit. They had a negative ROI, 2.3%. So that's what they do. That's how you get rid of the paper hands, folks. And of course, onwards and upwards, we get paid the penalties. And if the price goes up massive, with, as I said, by all the fundamentals, they lose out, don't they? They gain, but they lose the upside. Right. All right, let's move to PulseChain, and of course, PulseChain goals. We've actually done a video on this earlier with all the news from Richard, so do check that out. And of course, the GitHub has nothing's changed since I did that last video a couple hours ago. And the PulseChain testnet 1.0 is just chilling along. I thought I'd pull this up is the points now for the PulseChain sacrifice. It's not the Pulse Swap sacrifice, it's the PulseChain sacrifice we had back in earlier in the year, back in here in July. Let me just get rid of that off the thing. Back in, I don't want that either. Back here in July, so that was the PulseChain one. So that's what we're referring to. The sacrifice hit $1,000 for 10,000 points. So the rate for 10,000 points hit over $1,000. Woohoo! The 8th of December. So I had to point that out. That's what's still on there at the moment, UTC time probably. And of course, 10 points per dollar. So let's actually get the calculator out, and let's see what that's worth. So $1 divided, well, it's 10 points. So per dollar, 10 cents per dollar. So $1 divided by 10. So yeah, 10 cents. Wow, 10 cents a point. That's pretty expensive. So crazy, folks. Do not sacrifice. It's a strong suggestion. In any case, right, here's our roadmap, of course, on the PulseChain milestones, and we are right here. That's where we are here at the moment. So we're heading, and we're expecting tomorrow to have PulseChain testing at 2.0 up. Very cool. The validator rotations be tested. Very cool. We should see a customized block Explorer as well, and of course the finalized distribution will be later as a CSV file. We already had an initial one. Obviously it needs some refining. A few people had probably some stuff missing and this and that, so that's going to come out later as a CSV file, and very cool. Then we got the sacrifice later in the year. I'm targeting about the 27th of December. That's my date at the moment, but it's going to be before the end of the year. That's that. And also we're waiting for Hex Scale, some news around that from the Kinetics team, and looking forward to that. But it was pretty bullish the other day, about 2 days ago or yesterday, I think it was, that the stuff's come around there. And there's so much more other stuff around the whales that hopefully we'll hear about that over the next month or two. All right, I hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to subscribe, like and share, hit the bell, of course, and I will catch you in the next one. Love your comments, so do comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.